so. It was just a short one. It says, this guy is a loser. All right, so if u is equal to 2t plus 1, then du is equal to what? 2dt. Now this is important for you to put because that will kind of knock the cobwebs loose or kind of say, oh, wait a minute, we got dt, we just got to put a what? 2. And if we add a 2, mathematically we have to add a 1/2 out front. Why? Because 1/2 times 2 is what? 1, and 1 times anything is itself. So you're not changing it mathematically. You're just getting it in the form it needs to be in order for you to take the derivative, antiderivative. So, this right here, rewrite it as, or this right here, either one, you can rewrite this as 1/2 antiderivative of u du so that would be square root of u du. And this right here would be 1/2 antiderivative of u to the 1/2 power du. Because you've got u, and then you've got what? Du. Once you have u and du, then you can just do the power with it.
Where's the 2
Hmm?
going? Where's the 2 going?
It's in here. It's in this du. 2dt is du. But the 1/2 stays. So we get 1/2 and u to the what? U to the 3/2 over what? Plus what? Oops. Hold on. And now clean that up. So 3/2 multiplied by 2/3. You might have to do that with a calculator, because I know some of y'all can't do that. This is 664. Oh my God, I'm going to New Orleans. Did I tell y'all that?
Why are you going there?
My boss planned a trip to Hawaii, to New Orleans, and she can't go. So she asked me to go. She already paid for it and everything for the
Good for you.
math conference.
Are you going to learn about the board stick?
I might have training down there. Yeah, they might have one.
You try talking to 1%.
I'm not. They can go jump in a freaking hole. Bunch of idiots. One third u to the 3/2 plus c, u to the 3/2 over 3 plus c. Any of those would work. It's not a definite. No, it's not. It's indefinite. So you don't have to plug each other. Okay, Miss Anthony, do you remember what we're doing now?
Yeah.
Good. Glad we got you back on track since Thursday.
I mean, I can tell you an excuse if you really want to
No,
know.
I don't want to hear about the dead grandmothers. No,
Okay,
thank you.
okay, well, that's-
Don't care nothing about hearing that. All right, let's try this one since we did this one last time. I think I did this one and screwed it up for y'all, but we'll do this one and see if we can do it right this time. Creed comes on this week. I'm going to take my son to see it because we're Rocky fans.
Worthing's?
Creed.
It's about Apollo Creed's son.
About Creed's son, and Sylvester Stallone trains him. That'll be a pretty good movie.
Does he yet?
Shh. You're not allowed to talk. What, son? That's right, right. What'd you say, Miss Anthony?
I said he's so freaking cute.
I tell you what,
He's just
genetics
so
is
little
something,
like
isn't it? Genetics is just something. Maybe one day y'all will have some that look exactly like you.
that. He's not like exactly like you, but.
All right, do that one.
You never even finished this one last time.
Yeah, we did.
Oh no, I got it right. Oh, did you? Okay.
I redid it. That might have been when you were looking at something, texting or something.
Probably. Most likely.
Since y'all play with your phones during class.
Yeah, but at least we don't fight it. At least you know that we're not going to.
It's still just as rude. That's all right. When y'all, the ones that play on their phone in class, when y'all ask me a question, I'm gonna come up. When y'all come up here and ask me a question, I'm gonna put it on my phone. Speaking of which, where is my phone?
See, if you were playing with it, you'd know that.
I know. I'm so irresponsible. Walter, did I bring my phone in?
That's your problem.
You want to go to school? Okay. Now I'm going to re-ask you that same question. I'll take your phone so you can call it. Thank y'all for reminding me. Oh, this one is bulletproof too. I was going to say something else, but I just said bulletproof.
We just leave the top like there.
Yeah, because it's du over u. And du over u is what? Dang old natural log. And you better get used to seeing that, because for some reason, calculus, they love to do the antiderivative of this is equal to the natural log. Whether it's in calculus 1, 2, or 3, they love that for some reason. And they love putting those in there. Just like they love putting e to the x. They love putting that in there. And they love the answers to come out to be 4 for some reason. You get so many problems, the answer is 4.
When it's the natural log and it's du over u, is it always the absolute value of u?
Yeah, why is it always absolute value?
Because it can't be negative.
You can't take square root, or you can't take the log of a negative. That's why. Now, there are some teachers, like me, that will just put absolute values on it, and I'll say, watch this. And the watch this is because if I was giving you a hard copy test, and I would say watch this, because there are some teachers that if you don't put absolute values on the natural log, they'll mark the whole thing wrong. Okay? So you need to be aware of it, and you need to have a flag somewhere in your brain going, where did I get that code?
Yes, somebody brought it.
Huh?
I brought it to you.
Oh, thank you. I thought I took somebody's drink. Thank you. All right. So, antiderivative of x to the third over x to the fourth minus 5 dx. And I'm going to put that dx, I'm going to erase that dx, and I'm going to put it up here. Okay, we're playing this game now. Okay. Right there, so maybe that'll help me out. U is equal to x to the fourth minus 5. Therefore, du is equal to 4x to the third, what? And again, there's your dx. Hey, we got the x to the third, but we don't have what? I can't get much past y'all.
Too good.
So now, we've got 1/4 du over what? U. And that's going to be 1/4 the natural log of u plus c, which is equal to 1/4 the natural log of x to the 4th minus 5. Keep this problem and the other problem we did, keep them in your memory banks because, like I said, for some reason they love those problems. I don't care who you take for calculus, you're going to get those problems in the homework or the test. There's going to be a natural log somewhere in there. That and e to the x, and we'll do e to the x next. There's one, number 2. Now, a lot of people would say, hey, why ain't they picking e to the x to be u? Well, what are you supposed to pick, the easiest or the hardest? The hardest, the most difficult. Is e to the x difficult? No. What was it? In the car?
You ever been in New Orleans?
Yeah, went there for my honeymoon. Got to fight 3 times with my wife. First day we're married, our first day of being married.
What'd you do this time?
Oh, it was all my fault. Everything's my fault.
It's always a guy's fault.
No, in my case, when you married perfection, it's always my fault.
Especially in
Yeah. That's their family. The whole family's like that. They're
That's
perfect.
the same.
And they invented the space shuttle, the computer, and any other. I think some of them might have been on the theory of relativity. I don't think any of them have a high school education, above high school education. Can y'all relate? Oh, there's one brother. He could be president of General Motors if you talk to him. What?
That's the same that we did.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have not have saved it. Okay. I bet I didn't save it. Guess not. Okay. Give me a minute, guys. I'm getting there. I must not have written it. This daggum thing is not user-friendly. This new system is not user-friendly at all.
Might be if you knew how to use it.
Well, yeah. I'm serious. It would help.
Maybe they haven't figured out the ECS.
I don't think they have. Oh, our IT division they don't know how. No. glad that air turned on because I was getting stuffy. What about y'all?
Is this one of those special things that has the E in it? There was something you had to track there that was had the E to the X and
The antiderivative and derivative of e to the x is e to the x.
okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Okay, so I don't know what to do. So is it just the same thing? Like the answer is literally just that?
Yeah. Just remember you got x, e to the negative x squared, and then take du. du is going to be negative 2x dx.
Yeah.
And then see what you got. It'll work out. Just do it step by step. This is kind of like those problems in algebra where the teacher told you to do it step by step. So, but always rewrite this. E to the negative x squared x dx. I always put what I'm not using for u, I always put it with the dx because it may help.
Oh, yeah, no, I see it. That's
It
easy.
only takes 3 classes. That's all right. The drugs, they wear off and you can see clearer. Yeah. So u is equal to negative x to the second. Therefore, du is equal to negative 2x dx. That's the 18th through the 22nd. You need to write that down. Because I have no idea what my boss is going to let me do. What's the 18th? Is that on a Wednesday? Somebody check for me.
Yes.
So, we'll figure it out.
What is the 18th?
That's when I go to New Orleans. So now I have negative 1/2 antiderivative of e to the u, what? du. Now, what is the derivative, the antiderivative of e to the u du?
E to the U plus C.
E to the u plus c, right? So, rewrite it. And what is u?
Negative x.
Negative x squared.
Yes. So you don't put that x there after the x just goes away because it's part of the
Where?
uh,
Remember, where is
that's the which is now to see.
you having a hang up about that, aren't you? Remember, you're trying to make this look like this, or whatever, and that's why you need to go over your antiderivatives, which are right there. All right, time for a trigonometric, so we can discourage you. Where is the trig? Let's see. I don't forget what page we were on. Here we go. Let me pick one out. Is this the right section? That's 5.4. I want 5.5. substitution. You ever seen the butterfly effect?
Yes.
That is I had to watch that movie like 3 times. Kind of like The Matrix. You got to watch it like 3 times.
My dad made me watch it. I was like, I really don't want to watch that. He's like, no, it's a really good movie, and I really liked it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's okay.
I thought it was good too. I don't like that guy, but I thought it was a good movie.
Why don't you like that guy?
I don't like him. It's kind of like Leonardo DiCaprio. I just don't like him. Don't ask me why. I don't know. All right, this one's kind of simple. Now that you know how to use substitution, you should be able to. It says sine squared theta. That's what that says. I know it's blurry, but. All right, try it. All right, so u is equal to the sine, so du is equal to what? Cosine. So we already have u du. So antiderivative of sine squared theta cosine theta d theta. U is equal to sine of theta. That's what it says. Du is equal to cosine theta what?
So where's the 2?
Do we have this? There it is. So what do we have? What is this? This is the antiderivative u.
Squared. Times du.
Good job. That tinfoil hat helped you. So the antiderivative of u squared du. Now what's the derivative, the antiderivative of u squared? Say again. U to the third over what? Plus what, Miss Anthony?
Supposed to be.
I tell you what. Shot this tight. Until Wednesday. And I have to bring it all back because she won't do any homework.
Well, I got to. It's due tonight.
Huh?
I got to. It's due tonight.
Yeah. There's that motivation. Do tonight. All right, and what is u?
Sine. I have a question. Why wouldn't they choose sine squared as being the hardest thing?
Hmm? Well, really, there's not. Okay, one thing is when you have just a variable, an exponent, you kind of want to leave it alone. Now, the other one had e to the negative 2x. That's not an exponent. That's a variable exponent. You might want to take that because that's more difficult. But when you have a sine squared or a u squared or x squared, or you probably want to leave that one alone.
Why did they choose cosine? What makes sine more difficult?
Well, you know when you start the problem, you should memorize your trigonometric functions. You know that the derivative of sine is cosine. So you know this is already in the form of u du when you start the problem. You're supposed to. But that's a big if. How else can I write this? Sine cubed theta over 3. Or pull that 1/3. So those are both answers that you could be using. Okay? Let's try some more.
So never graph the power. Right?
Huh?
Never graph the power.
If it's not a complex power, I would leave it alone. But you're gonna, when you do this versus do this on the piano, you'll learn after you do problems. Okay? You'll learn. That's why we're going over some of these. We're not going over them. I would say that probably out of the basic antiderivatives, this one is the one that causes the most problems. Substitution. Okay? So that's why we're going over it a lot. So let's go over one. Let's go over one that doesn't give you a hint. How about that? That way you can really feel awful. Huh?
Don't make it a trig one without a hint.
Oh no, we're going to do all 6 of these down here. I'm going to, okay. Aren't you working? Okay, now the computer's locked down.
Go back over to the console. That.
What is that noise?
What we were playing around. And they click the.
Okay, this. Thank you. It's not like I need to tilt. Okay, I could have done it myself. Sure you could. Sure you could. All this switching screens and stuff is just aggravating. I didn't ask for this. It was forced upon me. All right, Mr. Schaller, which one you going to want to pick?
I can't see it.
Can't say, can't say, can't say. Let's go with number 7. Y'all go with number 7. Mr. Schaller was thinking about number 7. Should you maybe rewrite number 7 a little bit? I would. San Diego. I was stationed at Camp Pendleton, and one of the first times I was out of there was a place never been out of South Carolina really, except for Paris Island and Camp Lejeune. And some of the Marines that were more seasoned, I was a newbie there, took me to a place called the Red Onion. That had to be the biggest dadgum bar I've ever been in my life. It had this place with mirrors and people in cages dancing and stuff. I mean, it was like 4 bars. I mean, it was huge. This Stone Truck was huge. Every time I see San Diego, I think of the Red Onion. in the one bathroom, and I quickly walked out. I'll let your imagination find another restroom. Somebody asked me the other day, why did Rocky fall down in the previews of the Creed movie? Anybody want to answer that? Well, not many people know, but because nobody watched Rocky V because it was a failure. In the beginning of Rocky V, he was having effects from the Russian in Rocky IV. That's why.
Wait, well.